Alright guys, we're back for another Dokkan battle video. I'm a little late. Let's go ahead and take down Boss Rush, man. Boss Rush is not the most thrilling content, but it's definitely very good for like free-to-play players and stuff like that. Because it's like you're doing something that is like absolute child's play, and you're getting a very substantial reward for this. I mean, you're literally just beating 5 piss-easy Dokkan events, and 35 stones is like an insane reward for these types of stages. You know, back when they first came out, this was like the biggest challenge in the game right here. This stage was crazy. But it's like nowadays, again, these are nothing. So we have to fight Bardock, Blue Cow King Goku, Gotenks, Boo, and Kefla. Dude, these stages are so easy. Like, Bardock, Blue Cow King Goku, like, they go down like fish. Like, this is gonna be, like, instantaneous. Typically, these boss rush stages drop during the big major celebrations, right? In here, actually, the first time doing a stage, we'll put the scenario on at first time doing a stage. But, typically what I like to do is this. We'll go in, rocking, the new sort of like LRs, the new team, you know, both on sort of the same team, and we will just absolutely disintegrate right here. I'm not really too sure what the build I'm gonna go with. I'll probably get the LR Super Saiyan 4s and Super Saiyan 4 Goku on one, and then maybe like the Gods and the Super Saiyan 4s on the other. Oh, you know, one thing I might want to do is potentially disable the intro animation. I mean, if we're gonna watch this 5 times for both characters, maybe it could get a little bit overdone in this video, right? So maybe I will disable them, because again, we're gonna see this 5 times throughout this video. So I think we might disable it after the second. We'll see. Regardless, so every single one of these phases is gonna go down in like 2 seconds, right? Like this stage is just not gonna be tough. So I guess basically what I'm gonna, you know, sort of like use this stage for, is we could just sort of discuss how utterly ridiculous these units are. I think that Dokkan has really outdone themselves, right? The 7th anniversary was always going to be a special anniversary, and it's pretty clear again that they completely nailed it. I think that the units designs are fantastic. Going into the 7th anniversary, I was on the train of thought that the 7th anniversary, or excuse me, the 6th anniversary, was the best anniversary in Dokkan, or the best celebration in Dokkan history. I really do think it was. My logic for that is, you know, there's various things you could argue other celebrations might have done a little bit better, but what is uncontested is the amount of free summons that you get during these anniversaries. And, you know, so of course you have the, for the 6th anniversary, it's the 66 unit multi, right? As well as the normal tickets and then the rainbow tickets. Well, this year, it's, you know, again, going to be the exact same thing. Actually, I might just do this. Yeah, it probably would be better for me to just actually run, I might just run the Gods as a floater here, and then Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta like this. It might actually work out a little bit better, right? Because, you know, the problem is that the Gods are running prepared for battle in GT, or excuse me, the Gods are running prepared for battle, whereas, you know, the Super Saiyan 4s have shocking speed in GT, right? So it just leads to them not really working the best. Like, they could definitely work well on the team together, but I don't know that on a rotation together, they're not exactly working the best. But the 7th year anniversary, right, is sort of moving and trending in exactly the same sort of like direction as we saw from the 6th year anniversary in terms of free summons, where they're putting EZAs and everything, and that has a celebration on track to be the best ever in Dokkan history. One thing that this anniversary has absolutely crushed the 6th year anniversary, however, is I think the unit designs. I think AGL UI Goku was perfect for his time. Totally good. You know, he was, I think, the best unit in the game for a full year until the next anniversary. You know, good design, no issues there. Vegeta. Vegeta, I feel like they didn't do right by Vegeta, man. I feel like they disrespected Vegeta. Evolution Blue Vegeta, of course. They put flaws in his kit that just did not need to be there. You know what's so funny is I was talking about this when the 2 units came out, and a lot of people were on my ass telling me, like, no, I don't know what I'm talking about, blah, 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 blah. I think it's this one. That right there is the transformation intro. You know, blah, 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 blah. I don't know what I'm talking about. Like, all that, right? Like, a lot of people thought Vegeta was better. Now, you flash forward to now, and everyone pretends like Evolution Blue Vegeta is bad. No way in hell am I saying that. I just think they put, I don't know why, but they put very obvious flaws in his design. His lack of Super Saiyan, the fact that his damage reduction resets, the fact that he gets Ki when he attacks, right? Like, all you have to do is give him Super Saiyan, make it so his damage reduction is just 40% at the start of turn. That's it. Like, he just auto gets 40% damage reduction at the start of turn is all he needed. He did not need to lose it every turn. He didn't need to build it up. Just give him 40% damage reduction, dude. Make him busted. UI Goku's 70% chance to dodge is utterly busted. I don't know why they couldn't have given Vegeta the 40% damage reduction at the start of turn, right? It would have made Vegeta so much better, but dude, he deserves it. He's worth it. And then the last major change that I do think should have been done for Vegeta is the way he's built currently. He gets Ki when he when he attacks, not super attacks, but just attacks. Instead, they should have made it. Oh, by the way, bitch! They should have made it to where he gets Ki when he's hit, right? Because UI Goku's getting Ki when he dodges, so essentially when he gets hit, right? And then why not make Vegeta's work the same way? You know, he gets hit. It helps to get you closer to his revive animation, which, remember, was one of the big, like, that was sort of like the big thing with those units at the time, is the revive animations and stuff like that, right? Like, you know, like, I don't know why they wouldn't have sort of, like, built his kit to go hand in hand with the revive, which they sort of did, but sort of didn't at the same time, right? So, this year, you have the LR Super Saiyan 4s, LR Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. To me, feels like more of the headliner than the Blues or the Super Saiyan Gods. It's just LR, you know, this Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta finally got his LR 7 years in. Like, it finally happened. A lot of people were really waiting for it. Finally, he gets it, and he's, you know, most dominant busted unit in the game. Obviously, we all, you know, figured and realized that LR Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta was going to be stupidly busted, right? No shock there. But what's awesome is I think the Blues, even though to me they don't appear to be, they're not intended to be like the headlining unit the way LR Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta is. Again, because like UI Goku definitely is the headliner, right? Last year, and then Evolution Blue Vegeta is, you know, also a super hyped character, but he's definitely secondary. Like, come on, man, right? Like, he's not like, it's not like UI, right? But this year, I do feel like they really nailed the design of the gods. I would not say, honestly, that I think the Super Saiyan 4s are, like, better than the gods. I think both units have pros and cons in various aspects of their kits, right? The gods having, I think, dodge, and then, you know, they're able to get some dodge from Rainbow Orbs, which certainly can help, but, like, Gogeta's getting damage reduction from the orbs, which I think is better with the ridiculously high defensive stats both units are going to have, because, of course, they're stacking and stuff like that, right? You know, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta has the super attack counter. He's all automatically super effective against all types, but the gods, they need to get to a certain key threshold in order to do that, right? But then at the same time, you could look at it that these units don't struggle for key whatsoever. So the fact that the gods, or the Blues, are able to get guaranteed super effective against all types and guaranteed additional, just depending upon if you're getting them full key, which is not hard to do whatsoever. Whereas LR Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, he only has a 50% chance to additional, right? So, you know, if you go in full key with both units all the time, you know, the Blues are probably going to be outputting more damage, I would assume, right? Because they're going to be doing more super attacks most of the time. So, again, there's pros and cons. In various different situations, the units are going to be putting up different levels of performance and stuff like that, right? But I think it's good, right? Like, I think this year they actually made cases for both units without just having one completely shit on the other. Because I guess the 5-year anniversary, there was definitely some back and forth, right? Like, some people thought, like, Gogeta just outright better, other people thought Vegeta was better. I feel like those two units were done very well. I think the 4-year anniversary, though, I as far as I remember, I mean, that's now 3 years ago, right? I'm a boomer. I can't remember 3 years ago. It's crazy. But as far as I remember, even on release, Super Saiyan 4 Goku was, most people believed he was better than Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, right? Because I specifically remember going on and on and on and on, even back then, about how with Goku, you just get the super attack with Goku, right? Boom, super attack, and he gets that massively defensive increase. Whereas Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, remember that he needed to get to his 18 key super attack to get that. I think that always made Super Saiyan 4 Goku honestly a superior unit in my eyes, right? The fact that he is able to get that, I think that like really mattered for him. And then the 3rd year anniversary, I think the units designs were pretty close as well, but last year they just did a really bad job. So it's like you have this year where these units are, again, I think designed very close, very well, right? Along with all the other great stuff that they have in the anniversary. And it looks like the 7th anniversary is going to easily be the most successful celebration in Dokkan history, and I think probably revered as the best celebration in Dokkan history by a majority of the player base, right? Like, if I go ahead and pull up the numbers for Dokkan sales, just within like the last 10 days or so since the unit came out. I think in Japan it's been 10 days now, at the time I'm recording this, since the unit came out. In all 10 days, okay, so they were first place, let's see, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 days in a row. Today is the 11th day, and the highest they've been on iOS is 2nd, on the 11th day. They spent 10 days at the top of the charts on iOS, top grossing. 10 days. So it's like, you see that, you see how good the celebration is, how hyped the units are, and I will say this, it definitely does look good for the future of Dokkan still. Like, it's a monster, man. And keep in mind, we haven't really gotten new, like, Dragon Ball stuff since 2018 in terms of, like, anime-related stuff goes, right? Like, yeah, we've had all this manga, but the games are, for whatever reason, are not adapting the manga, right? You know this, because Xenoverse, Legends, Fighters, none of these games, even Heroes, it does not have Moro in it, right? Like, none of these games are putting these manga characters in as of right now. Seems like they're all waiting on the anime. Dude, like, the anime comes back, and Dokkan absolutely could be just killing it beyond belief, man. Like, I just like wonder like how crazy it's gonna be when that anime does come back, man. Like, you know, imagine just like the craziness that was around when, like, you know, UI Goku like first came out, when Vegito Blue and these characters first came out. Like, you know, just to have like insanity like that, like potentially in the future with this game. Again, things are looking really good, right? So I don't know, man. Let me know what you guys are thinking so far of the 7th anniversary. But again, I have no complaints and no issues, anything with how they've done anything so far. One other thing I do want to add in this video, I do think it is worth it to do the 77 unit multi. I know it's 300 stones. I am always battling a lot of people in the community every year at this point about doing that. But remember, all throughout the year, to both global and JP players, what do I tell you guys? Skip every yellow coin banner. Never, ever, 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 ever summon on a yellow coin banner. And people always reply to me, well, Truth, how am I supposed to get these LRs then? I'm glad you asked. You want to know where you get them? The 77 unit banner. The free tickets you get, you know, logging into the 7th anniversary, right? Worldwide download celebration, all the free summon stuff you get during then. That's when I think it's smartest to try and get yellow coin LRs. If you sit, because if you're a free-to-play player, man, you have got to summon wisely. And I think summoning on, like, you know, these major celebration banners that have all these amazing characters is definitely the better way to go about it than just like doing singles on every single banner. That's what a lot of people do. A lot of people love to rapid fire them singles out, boy. I do not ever recommend doing singles. I do not think it's a good idea to do single summons whatsoever, especially with the guaranteed SSRs. Right, keep in mind, right, we know how busted like Tech God Goku's EZA is. If you know, let's say you do 10 single summons and you don't pull an SSR. Let's say you do a multi and the guaranteed SSR at the end of it is the Tech God Goku gets his EZA tonight, right? Or it's third form Freeze or something like that. Like, you never want to do singles, man. I'm always going to try and keep this philosophy, these principles, and try and push it in y'all's head. Because, again, the entire point of this game, what Bandai and Akatsuki want y'all to do, they want y'all to spend money. They say, please do single summons, get nothing, and then buy stones, man, and then maybe you'll get something. That's what they want. That's why you have to outsmart them and be smart with your stones. You know, it's like, if you're on JP, man, it's like you could summon, you know, for like maybe like worldwide download celebration, and then after that you should really have your eye on like the New Year's step-ups and like anniversary and just completely save for that. Now that we've reached the end, this is the very last phase. Why don't we go ahead and fuse into Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta and finish our girl Kefla off with Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, right? How about that? How about we let our boy get a little bit of screen time in right here? So let me know how you guys' summons and stuff have been. Global players, I know you guys have got a long wait, but, you know, I'm sure we could see some really hype stuff come out that's not on either version right now. Hopefully, Dragon Ball Super Superhero stuff will come to Global before Anniversary and stuff like that. We'll see once, again, we get closer, you know, to the movie release and stuff like that. But it's hard to say if Global is going to get the Dragon Ball Super Superhero stuff at the same time as GP. Oh, we're going to get the Super Attack counter. Beautiful. Because the movie is not releasing at the same time worldwide. Baka! Get the hell out of here. Oh my god, that damage. Oh, I love Gogeta's super attack counter, the confetti and shit, so good, right? And I can hear him saying Baka from Legends, right? Because that's his green card in Legends where he hits that confetti and then Baka, right? I love that. Anyway, there we go. There's Boss Rush, completely disintegrated, right? Like, it's, again, Dokkan events are not tough, but it is still nice, right, that you're able to get a huge fat amount of stones just by doing something so simple, right? And I'll take these stones, and I guess I'll go ahead and use these potentially for the Part 2 LRs, right? I mean, as you guys can see, I'm looking pretty with stones right now, over 10,000. But yep, sure, we'll go ahead and grab these stones right there, and then bam, there we go. There was Boss Rush Stage 14. Let me know what you guys think. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.